Well, guten Morgen, y'all. Good morning, afternoon, hello. I sit here before you with an idea, a concept. That concept being trying to upload videos on YouTube regularly. Well, let's start it right now. This is Get Ready With Me. We're gonna do it. It's ours for the taking. This is going to be an incredibly fun and easy Get Ready With Me for me because this video is sponsored by the CVS Epic Beauty event. So thank you for sponsoring this video. The last video I did was a real quick and easy, tattoo story time video, which was a delight to film. I got to show you my beautiful rat child, whom I am very proud of. He's growing up and doing great. He's adjusting very well to new environments. And he's getting along with the rest of the kids. So that's all good. However, I haven't really talked just like mano-y-mano with you guys in a while. So I figured this would be a good time to do that. I asked you guys to ask me some stuff on Instagram and we're gonna go over all of it because I'm going through some pretty big changes in my life right now. So first up, in my lovely bag of CVS things, I've got the Bliss Mighty Marshmallow Bright and Radiant Whipped mask. And I'm just gonna put this on. Oh my gosh, look at it, it's pink. Beautiful. I'm gonna put this on and leave it for like 10 minutes. Let's go. I'm gonna go put this on. BRB. Hello. Hi. Well, this is a good thing to do right now, isn't it? Yep. This is great. Very moisturizing, very hydrating. I really like this stuff. It's a bit less, it's not as perfumed as you would expect it to be. When I hear Mighty Marshmallow, I'm like, uh-oh, we're about to get some lush levels of fragrance up in my face. And it is not. So before I get to getting, and while I let this settle in, I figured I'd give you some information, some important information. You better be listening up. The CVS Epic Beauty event only happens twice a year. Twice! So it's your chance to get the hottest brands at the most amazing prices and try the newest products. It's all good stuff. For instance, when I went out and purchased this wonderful stuff, I spent $100 and I earned $20 back. That's pretty dope. I'm really pumped to try out this Physicians Formula Rosé All Play Eyeshadow Bouquet Palette. Y'all, it's got little roses. Little impressed, embossed. I'm impressed. The roses are embossed roses on it. I'm very excited. So if you'd like to shop the CVS Epic Beauty event, you can shop it today, right now, cvs.com or in stores, any CVS store. Yeah, if you see any of the products that you like in this video that I'm using, you can go check them out there. All right, let's get to chatting. Okay, this has been on my face for at least 10 minutes, so I'm gonna go wash this and we're gonna get right into it. Let's go. Ooh, that felt so nice. Oh wow, my face is so moisturized. It's like primed and ready for the day. Big fan. I've been on airplanes nonstop the last like 2 weeks, which I am not happy about for eco reasons and for life reasons. As you guys know, Will and I, Will being my lover, my buddy, my friend, my compatriot, my amigo, my rock, my shield, my everything. We are in a long distance relationship and we have been for 5 years. It has been 5 years. I know for a lot of you guys, you're like, excuse me, what? What do you mean 5 years? That's such a long time. While that stresses me out, I'm gonna use this lovely little roller ball. This is the Bliss I Do All Things Hydrating Eye Gel to Depuff and Brighten. I'm gonna use this real quick just to brighten my life. No, my life is very bright. It's just we're coming to a new season of my life, which I'm very excited about. I actually think it's gonna be one of the highest rated seasons so far, hopefully. Basically, we've been doing this thing where we finagle it so that we're working in both areas. Will is from the UK, if you don't know, and I'm from the US, obviously. So we have been trying to make it work so that pretty much anytime we have work in one of the countries or the other, we find a way to fly for free to see each other. That's like the easiest way we've made this all work. And somehow we've managed to do that. Like somehow the stars have aligned that has worked out for us, and it's been amazing. And when it doesn't work out, we take the hit and buy a flight. I only say this because, and the reason why I'm talking about him and my relationship is because I got a lot of questions on Instagram about our relationship because it is kind of a weird one. That is lovely. Lovely little hydrating eye gel there. So I got a couple questions on Instagram when I asked that were like, when are you guys gonna stop doing that? Like, when are you gonna settle down and just chill for a second? And I think coming up on 5 years, going past 5 years now by a month, we are both at the stage where we're like, we can't do this anymore. This is not a sustainable way to live. And also it's not sustainable for a relationship. Like, it is hard to constantly be living two separate lives. Like, I work in LA and I have lots of friends in London, and I work in London, I have lots of friends in LA, and it feels like these two halves are just constantly at odds with each other, and it sucks. And we found ways to kind of combine them or appease one end and then ignore the other for a little bit, but it's just getting to the point where it's kind of exhausting. Like, and let me tell you, this is an incredibly privileged place to be in, because who can say, oh my God, I live in 2 countries in beautiful places? Like, who can say that? It's an amazing thing to be, you know, but I do feel guilty every time I get on a plane, and it seems to be more and more often, even though I promised myself it would be less and less often. And it's just getting to the point where I'd love to just be able to settle for a second. I'm going to go wet this GSQ by Glam Squad Duo Contour Blender so that I can put on some foundation while I talk about this. I wanted to try out some new foundation, so I picked up this Maybelline Radiant Liquid, which looks really, really dope. So I'm going to mix these 2 shades and try to find something that works. I have Classic Ivory and Fair Ivory here, so let's put this on. So, backstory, I've been living in this apartment in Venice for 5 years, and I want to do a whole video, like an apartment tour, and just kind of talk about living here, because I feel like I have sneakily never actually showed my entire apartment. Not for any nefarious reasons, just because like it doesn't make me excited to be here. Like, I love where I am. I like the area. Nope, that's a lie. Even that's a lie. That's just all lies. What I just said, what spouted out of my mouth, that was all just lies. I'm kind of sick of being here. And it's not to say that I don't really appreciate where I am and I'm in a beautiful neighborhood and all of that. It's just, it's so expensive to live here, like prohibitively expensive to live here. And I still feel like a tourist every day. Like, I walk down the streets and my neighbors don't remember me and they don't really like me. And if I'm like taking pictures of a tree in their front yard, they come out and get mad at me. Like, it's like not a place I feel for a young person, young professional to live. It's like a place where producers with kids live, that when they don't want to live in Malibu. It's a weird Californian sinkhole in that way. Ooh, this might be the right shade. I might have gotten it perfect on the first round. Hello, Fair Ivory. This also has hyaluronic acid and collagen in it. Hell yeah. So all of our friends don't live in Venice and they don't live on the west side. And we used to have friends in Santa Monica and they moved. And we had friends in Culver City and they moved. And so it's just gotten to the point where there's no purpose in us spending so much money to be here. If I'm being completely candid, this apartment, this 1-bedroom apartment in Venice, California, costs me $3,100 a month. And I've been paying that for 5 years. Yes, it has gone up a little bit. Like, I think when I first started moving here, when I first moved in, it was like $2,700. But over the past 5 years, there is no rent control. It has increased to be $3,100 every single month. If you wonder why I do brand deals, now you know. I hate that. I hate feeling like I am sinking money into something that doesn't have a return. And I don't love the area enough or feel passionately about the area enough to be paying that amount. Like, it's crazy. So we're just reaching a point where Will and I are talking about settling down and kind of taking things a bit slower, not traveling as much, staying in one city for potentially more than 2.5 months at a time. And that is leading me to thinking about buying a house. Yes, a property. I'm looking right now, so I'm being real, like I'm just being honest about what is going on with my life, and for some reason it makes me fearful to talk about this because I'm like, I don't want you to think that I'm some like person who's sitting on a high horse and buying houses. Like, I have been saving for a house since I was a teenager. I've been working since I was 14. So this isn't something that's like a random deciding spur of the moment thing. Like, I have wanted to be able to like actually have more than one bedroom and a closet that fits my clothes and all of those things and an actual desk to work at for such a long time. And I'm finally at the point where that's possible. And I found out in January that was a possibility for this year. And so I've just kind of been in this state of like, okay, I'm gonna start making moves to make this a reality. It feels right. Will and I have been dating for 5 years. He already has a place in London, and I want to move a bit further out from LA and buy a place that feels like, you know, a home we can make together. And I'm really excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I am beyond excited about it. It's definitely going to be a switch and a change of pace, but I'm just so excited to get it going. And I have saved up enough money that like I can buy furniture that I'm really excited about and like do it the way that I want to do it. And like, if I want to tile a bathroom, I can afford to tile a bathroom. Like, there's so many cool things that come with this. I'm so excited. And like, it's also exciting to me because if I'm being real, I feel like I have stalled out on a lot of the content that I want to make for this channel because I don't feel like the same person I used to be when I would make these videos. Like, I was young and I didn't have way too many things to do and I didn't have too many expenses, and I could kind of just sit and do my makeup and chat with you guys about life and talk about traveling and whatever. But all the time in the background, like slowly but surely, my life started going in this much more adult direction where, you know, things happen to me in life that were tough, and like just went through some stuff the last couple years that have been rough. And just focusing on something that feels so exciting, like moving and being in a place that I can call my own, gave me something to be excited about. And so it wasn't so much about doing YouTube and making content that made me happy. It was more about working and feeling like I was earning this thing that I was so excited about. And you probably caught that on like my social media and everything. And hey, I'm saying that in a sponsored video. Thanks, CBS. But you know, I'm just being real. I'm being real about this whole situation. To the question of when are you guys gonna settle down? When are you guys moving? Like that, this is the year, honey. This is the year. I'm putting it in. This is the year. And maybe in the next couple months, which is really so exciting. I could die thinking about it. Next up, let's prime. Shall we prime? Is it prime time? This is the Revlon Photo Ready Eye Primer and Brightener. So I'm going to twist this bad boy up. Oh, that's a lot of product. I went hard in the paint. And the thing about moving that gets me more excited than anything is like being able to treat the place that I buy as like an art studio and a place where I can like game. I've always wanted a gaming PC and I can't fit one here. Like, I just don't have any room to have something like that. So I can't have one. And that would be amazing. I've always wanted to have a gaming computer. And just like random stuff like that, like silly stuff. I would love to have space where I can actually store things. Like, I just don't have any space. If I have lights or any kind of camera equipment, it just sits in our living room because I don't have closets. Like, I don't have closets big enough that can accommodate anything other than clothes. It is tough. Also keep in mind that William Derbyshire is 6'3". He's a large man, and we have to share that space. There's sort of a coincidental, like, growing out of our out of our last pair of jeans that we need to do. We need to buy a new pair. It's a weird way to say that, but we need to buy a new pair of jeans. We're going out of the old ones. Now I'm going to just lightly powder what I've done here so that I can get moving on the next thing, you know? Listen, don't get me wrong. I am sad about having to kind of settle back and be like, nope, you're not gonna be able to see your friends as often as you'd like to, but I'm realizing that that's kind of happening with all my friends. Like, it's not just me. I'm 24, about to be 25, but a lot of my friends are getting closer to 30 and starting to take their lives a lot more seriously. And I'm feeling that. I'm feeling that hardcore, and I totally get it. Oh, by the way, I'm using the Rosé All Day Set and Glow. Woo! It's like a glowy setting powder, and I really, really love it. It's from Physicians Formula, if I didn't already say that. And look, it looks like a little rose. Love it. But you know, that's life. And like, sometimes things move in a direction, and like, I feel like most of my life, I have almost been a little bit ahead of the curve. Like, I moved out and got a job, like a substantial job, when I was 18. And like, I didn't go to college, which that's a whole thing. Art school's still a whole thing that I want to do. It's just keeps going on the back burner. I need to put it on the front burner. And I always had this kind of like rhetoric in my head that I was like ahead of the curve, and I like had time to think about all these things. And now I am in the same spot as everyone else my age, where it's like, I think I need to just settle it. I think I need to settle it a little bit. Loved my early 20s, a big fan, but I'm just ready to kind of chill for a second, just breathe for a second, you know? Let's get into this. Let's get into this business. What's she all about? Physicians Formula Rosé All Play Eyeshadow Bouquet. No way. I'm gonna go in with nice stems. Ha ha ha. Lol. And just kind of buff that all over the lid. Why not? So anyways, looking to move. Moving house. And not just moving house, going a bit further out so that I can potentially buy a place. You heard it here first, folks. Put a little on the lower lash line too. Hi. Pretty. Nice. Nice. I also just love the idea of actually having a studio where I can set up a camera and have a cute backdrop that I like, you know, design and have it be its own thing that just exists. And anytime when I'm like, okay, time to film a video, let's do it, I can just plop down, everything's all ready to go, and we're good. Here, it's like I'm constantly looking for an aesthetically pleasing corner that I can remove all of the cardboard boxes and nonsense out of for the time being, and then, you know, regress the mess back afterwards. It's not a sustainable way to work, and it's very demotivating. So I would love to have a space where I feel like, I can be creative here, but also I can get work done here. Because right now I just sit on my laptop on my couch and try to do work when there are video games in front of me and television shows, and those are both very hard for me to ignore. I'm not saying I've spent 80 hours on Stardew Valley. That is not what I'm saying, and I would wish that you wouldn't put words in my mouth. Let's put a little bit of this like rosy one down here. This is Super Bloom. I'm gonna put that on just on the edges. Why did I think this was a mirror? I was like, this on the edges. Hi. By the way, when I say like we're settling down, I'm not saying we're having children anytime soon. I don't want that to translate to children, because I feel like anytime a woman on YouTube or anywhere is like, yeah, me and my partner are talking about settling down, they're like, how's your uterus doing? Because I'm pretty sure there's a new occupant. It's like, nope, I'm good. Actually, I'm super good. I like having money right now. I like not spending it on diapers and such items, such articles. But you know, one day. I got a lot of questions on my Instagram that were asking me how we handle long distance. And I get this question every time I ask you guys to ask me questions. So the answer changes through different seasons of my life. But I think the one thing that I can say without a doubt is that If Will wasn't my best friend, like my absolute best friend and the person that I want to spend the rest of my life with, I would not do this. Like, he makes it worth it. And if it wasn't worth it, I wouldn't do it. You know what I mean? So I guess that would be the easiest way to tell if you should be in a long distance relationship or not. Now I'm gonna do a little tippity toppity topper, and I'm kind of feeling this little crazy number right here, which is it's either Whinestone Cowboy or Yes Way Rosé. I think it's Yes Way. It's Yes Way Rosé. I'm gonna put that on my lid on the center. Ooh, shiny. Oh wow, I love that. It's like an iridescent purpley pink. I got a couple questions on Instagram about Almost Adulting, my book. Can I just say I'm so impressed by how many people still pick up my book and read it? Like, you guys are the OGs. You guys are the real ones. I'm not planning on writing another book. We've had like talks of potentially doing one for a while, and maybe, you know, with enough support, we could talk about doing it again, because it was a really lovely experience, and I loved writing. I've always loved writing. And I'm just still shocked by how positive the response has been, even to this day, for that book. I get tagged in posts every single day of people reading my book, and that, it just blows my mind. It absolutely blows my mind that people took the time to read it, because I don't know. I'm very grateful for that. Thank you. I'm going to do some eyeliner. And I've got this really cool L'Oreal Infallible Flash Cat Eye that looks really cool. And it also comes with this little, how does this work? Oh, it's like a little guide so you can put your eyeliner on. I kind of want to try that out. Let's try this. I'll do it on this eye so that you can see things. How about that? How do I hold this and do this at the same time? Ugh. This is terrible. This is a terrible idea. Okay, shockingly, that gave me a little point. Do you see that? That's kind of dope. Okay. All right. No, I'm not doing it. I'm just going to try to match it. I really like this eyeliner, though. That's cute. Aw. Sweet eyeliner. Now I'm going to put on some Lash Paradise, which we all know and love. No introductions needed for the Lash Paradise mascara. This isn't that. Voluminous Lash Paradise. Let's go. I'm going to curl my lashes real quick and stop saying let's go over and over again, because apparently that's the new way I motivate myself. And here's the other reason why I'm really jazzed about moving to a house. The content, bruh. Can you imagine how much cool shit I could show you all the time if I was like redoing portions of my house and like showing you how I'm doing my closet and stuff? Like, that all gets me jazzed. The thought of that is like, oh, I feel like that's the next season of this channel, is we just do home renovation, fashion, fun, craziness, and shenanigans in the new place. Like, it just feels like a fresh start, and I'm so excited about all of that. Can you imagine? Can you imagine? Shall we do Les Brow? I think we should do Les Brow. This is the Total Temptation Brow Definer, Soft Brown, 305. Let's see. Look at this tiny little baby wand. Wait, look at it. Ah, that's so cute. Ooh, and it's got a really nice, I really like the shape of this. Okay. Do you ever go like months without putting on a full face of makeup, and then you're like, oh, I can be cute. When I feel like it, I can be cute. I really like that feeling, the realization that there's a chance for you to be hot. That's always fun. I also like that because then you realize how beautiful you are without makeup too. Because sometimes you look at yourself and you're like, that doesn't look like me. So there you go. Lots to learn, lots to learn. How is that the perfect color? How did you do that, bud? What? Oh, this might be my new favorite product. Hats off. Thank you, CVS. Next up, Beautiful lip. This is the Revlon Cushion Lip Tint. And I think I might do my cheeky little thing where I do my lip and my cheek with this because I kind of like it when my lips and my blush match. Ooh, what a lovely little nudie number, am I right? Ah, cute. Then I do this. Oh yeah, that is cute. Snatched face. Love it. And now last but certainly not least of all the beautiful, wonderful things I put on my face and talked about and, you know, nonsense as such. I'm gonna put some hair product in. I have one in particular that I'm gonna use because it's my favorite, and if you're gonna take advantage of the CVS Epic Beauty event, then I would say you should snag this guy. Sun Bum Texturizing Sea Spray. This is my favorite thing. It smells amazing. It has a very funny monkey on the front, and also it makes your hair beachy and delicious. And I kind of need that right now. Oh my gosh. If they made this like a regular fragrance, I would be all up in it. And you know, we're back in California. It's time to look like we're back in California. So I guess this whole video was basically me telling you to expect fun, new, exciting stuff on here. I definitely want to take you guys with me as far as the moving process goes and like buying furniture and all of that. I'm so excited for this to be kind of like I said before, the new season, if you will. It's getting a bit stale in this apartment. It's time to like switch apartments or buy a duck or whatever they did on one of the seasons of Friends. Well, I'll do that. But either way, these are all good things. And I'm excited that I get to share them with you. So yeah, I don't know, just a heads up. I guess just a friendly little heads up. It's changing, but it's only for the better and it's only great things. So once again, if you liked any of the products that I showed, you can shop them at cvs.com or in stores, and definitely take advantage of the CVS Epic Beauty event that's going on right now. Go get some amazing deals and try out some cool new stuff. Maybe one of the beautiful things that I just showed you today. And thank you for being here today. Thank you for listening to my face. If you liked this, make sure to stay tuned. I am super pumped to do some new stuff and some exciting stuff on here. And if you're someone who really loves home renovation stuff, or like, I don't know how to, what do you classify? Home videos, property videos? That makes me sound like a billionaire, but that is not the case. If you like those kind of videos, comment down below and let me know what your favorite like genre of like videos about houses are. If it's renovation videos, if it's styling videos, if it's like shopping for furniture, like whatever the thing is, I want to know what you guys are jamming on or what you would like to see, because, you know, ultimately it's for your eyeballs. As much as I might enjoy the process of it, it's for your eyeballs for me to record everything. And thanks again to the CVS Epic Beauty event for sponsoring this video. That was really dope of you. Thank you. Thank you so much for sponsoring this video. Thank you. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. Thanks for sticking around, and make sure to subscribe if you haven't already. Comment down below if you'd like to add anything to the discussion, and like this video if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys later.